Hello, collective. I am Magical Jones, and this is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. I'm here to give you guys a energy check-in on the new person you are dealing with when it comes to love. Okay. Some of you guys just have new connections, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with love. Could be a friendship. What is this? It says I'm live, but I'm not live. That's crazy. Anyway, so this is intended to be a love read, but the energies could pick up on any situation because it is general and it's not personal, okay? But the energies could pick up on any situation because it is general and it's not personal, okay? All right, so we can mute that. And we know that we have audio, okay? So I'm not just here and looks like I'm just moving my mouth and no words are coming out. All right, you guys. Today is December the 20th. We have a new moon in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, which means we are in Capricorn season, okay? So a lot of you guys could be focused on work and, your determination to get things done could be picking up. If things are not going so well in that area of productivity, you could be feeling a little overwhelmed. All right. Speaking from experience. All right. All right. So, collective, like the video, subscribe to my channel, okay? We're not going to make this a long video, but hopefully it's going to be efficient and it's going to resonate with the majority of you guys, all right? So, as I'm shuffling, all right, I am shuffling the Love Oracle deck. All right, so we're not going to start with the tarot first, okay? So this is for those of you that have recently connected with someone new, okay? I would say that, all right? And I do find that when it comes to love and connections and things like that, sometimes the energy shifts and it's like things are renewed, okay? So you could be having a new beginning with an old person or a person from the past, if you get what I'm saying. All right, let's pick up on the energies for the collective, for this new person. Show me the energies of the new person and the energy of the collective. All right. It says palm trees or palm tree. It says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. All right. So some of you guys could be dealing with an earth sign. I get that right off the rip. Okay. Anytime we're dealing with someone who's, focused on stability and security, a lot of times it is an earth sign, but it could be any sign. Okay. And they could have earth placements, or they could just be a person that is focused on stability and security in their life. Okay. Especially when it comes to love, okay? So this is someone who wants something long term. This is not someone who is a fly by night, okay? So that's good, okay? So we have palm trees. When I think of palm trees, I think about Florida, okay? I'm here in the States. I also think about the West Coast, like California and Nevada, or anywhere that has like tropical weather, okay? So it could be, that you could be you could meet this person or met this person like on a trip, some type of vacation, okay? It says the dragonfly, all right? Be light-hearted. Be light-hearted, collective, okay? Don't just go in like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for, and anything that doesn't fit in this box that I'm talking about or that I desire, I'm cutting it off. Spirit is saying that you need to be more lighthearted when it comes to approaching love, okay, with this new person. All right. Um, I'm picking up that maybe you and this person has been through some things. All right. And, something, kind of overbearing could kind of, you know, throw this person off or turn them off to where it's like, nah, this person is too rigid. Okay. So you don't want to come off as rigid. Okay. Maybe this person may want to come off as lighthearted. Okay. And you're like, okay, well, is this person even serious about love, or where is this heading? But I would say this, okay, being a woman who is, you know, mid-age, give things time, okay? Enjoy your life, experience the moments, okay? Because that's one thing that you never get back, okay? You never get a moment back. You never get that time that you spent with somebody back, okay? And especially when you're trying to be like too intentional. And I speak a lot about being intentional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like Spirit is saying, in this time with this new person that's in your energy, just enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so like, oh, are they serious about me? Or, this is that. Are they seeing other people? A lot of times when people come into connections, and I'm just gonna keep it real, they're just leaving, not necessarily just leaving, but they have the energies of a past connection on them, okay? And even if they don't have uh, the energies of a past connection on them, even if they're just dating, like they're dating you, you know what I'm saying? They are going to be involved or still communicating with other people, okay? So you have to know that you have to give things time, okay? Don't just be like, oh, okay, well, this person doesn't seem too serious about me because they're 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 not giving me all their energy, or they don't seem to be too focused on me. People have things going on, collective, okay? People have things going on, and as much as a person could want and desire love, they also have other things like children and work and health and their own spirituality, you know what I'm saying, their own mental health. So don't just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna give up because I don't think this person is ready. Spirit is saying, the cards are saying, be lighthearted. All right, it says be lighthearted, finding out things. You know what I'm saying? Take this time to find out things about your person. Allow them to find out things about you. And of course, you don't want to be too like open with your information and the things that you done been through. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put too much out there too soon. But at the same time, get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like anyway, it says things come to the light, okay? It says adapt and change, and it says heal, all right? Now, what happens when we meet new people when it comes to love and these connections, collective, is that when we give ourselves the grace, and we give the person grace, and we're able to be honest with ourselves and be patient, over time, we find that we heal. Okay. Now, I speak a lot about karmic and karmic connections, and maybe I don't, but because I try not. Just now, recently, I got back into love readings and things like that. But you would find that anybody that is able to teach you anything in life, teach you a lesson, teach you something that you didn't know, okay, transform your perspective, it's karmic. Okay, but we put a negative label on what a karmic person is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just an American thing, because, the original understanding or translation of karmic is not even Western, it's Eastern. Yeah. So, all right. So you have palm tree and dragonfly. All right. So I'm definitely picking up on spring vibes. All right. Around the springtime, some of you guys could find that things are going to transform if you can be patient with yourself and be patient with this person. Show me more about this new energy when it comes to love. Ascending. Okay. Ascending obstacles, learning. That's karmic. Okay. Karmic is not necessarily anything negative. All right. Expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Some of you guys have definitely ran into the one. Okay. But we all have, the, what is it called, the right, the ability, or what I'm saying, we all have the will to make our own decisions, and if you choose to say something that's a little out of line, or if you choose to point out or just become a little too attached too soon, it could kind of throw things off course. All right. But for a lot of you guys, whoever this new person is in your energy, the connection, it has the ability to ascend. All right. And not just ascend to where it's like, the love is growing, but you energetically and your person ascend together. Okay, because it says union. All right. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And that's what I'm saying about, we all have the will to do certain things and say certain things, and sometimes we can throw things off. Okay. Now, what the average person would call that type of behavior is baggage. Okay. Collective, be mindful that you don't come into a new connection with old baggage. Okay. Because, first of all, to even be on the path of involving yourself with somebody new, and you're still connected or you're still unhealed from the past, that recipe right there is not favorable. Okay. Be mindful. Okay. Be mindful, be smart, be intentional with your words and your behavior. All right. It's just like when, and I mean, I hate to make it seem like you have to be a certain type of way. But it's just like when you go for a new job and you put on, a certain type of, you know, mask, you know what I'm saying? And not to hide anything, but to be your best self, to not, go or think about the things that kind of led up to where you are now. Like a new employer, they don't want to hear about your last job and, how you felt like management was not doing their job and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You go into a love connection with that person is going to look at you like, this person, because if they talking about their past like that, then what's going to happen when me and them get together? They're going to talk about me the same way. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get one more before we tap into the tarot. Yeah, we're doing good. We're at 16 minutes, a little over 16 minutes. All right, this is a love message for the collective. No particular zodiac sign, okay? Anything else for the collective when it comes to this new connection, this new person, and the collectors, the collective's energy. Anything else? All right, one more time, and then we're just going to move to tarot. That want to come out. That was a lot. It's like, and I ain't even, I'm not going to look at the card because this is a lot. Oh, shit. Ooh. Look at all this. This is a lot. Okay, it says healthy choices. I'm going to read them anyway. Okay. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Okay. So also, collective, make sure that you're not putting all of your focus on this new person. You know what I'm saying? Like, let this person know that you got a life of your own. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody, male or female, wants to come into a new connection and that person is like all about them. It's like, so what was you doing before me and you met? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making me your world. Like, what was going on before me and you met, and what are your goals? Like, what is it that you want to do in life? All right. It says both receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. All right. And y'all, I'm just reading this big old stack of cards that fell out. It says hand of cards. Play your cards right, okay? It says take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. Okay, now you take that as it resonates with you. Okay, however that comes off to you, you know what I'm saying, about, hands of a card and playing your hands of cards and playing your cards right, when it comes to this new connection. I mean, you, all right? You know what you done been through in the past. You know why your last connection ended, whether it was you or the other person. No blame, no judgment here, okay? But we live and we learn, okay? And when we learn, we pick up wisdom, okay? And a little bit of knowledge at the same time, all right? It says kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. That's why I say this union, whoever this is resonating with, is like things are actually ascending, or they have the potential to ascend to the next level, okay? I don't think the universe will send you, especially like after you cry, okay? And when I say cry, I'm not saying like, you know, beg and all that other type of stuff, but you like, okay, Lord, I'm ready. God, universe, whoever you speak to, okay, I'm ready for my person, you know. And do I believe that the universe is going to take you through tests and trials? Yes, I do. I highly believe that. And I know that to be true. Okay. What I'm saying is just know that, I don't know, for some of you guys, it's like you're ready. You're ready for this new connection. But at the same time, it's like you still have this little doubt or this baggage from the past, you know what I'm saying, that could possibly keep the connection from moving to the next level. Okay, be mindful, okay, and be very intentional. Okay, I'm not asking you to be fake. I'm not asking you to, you know, be deceitful and manipulative or none of that other type of stuff. Okay, just know, okay, know that we have been here and we have done that. And when we were here in the past, what did we learn? Okay. It says sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. Now, we could take this either two ways. Either this could be your energy. No, I'm going to say three. Okay. So for some of you guys, there could be a third party. Okay. Some of you guys, there could be a third party. For some of you guys, there could be a third party. Okay. If this is not your energy and you know that this is not your energy, then, you know, possibly your person, they may have a situation that's not quite closed out, because what did we say before? When you meet these new people, they still kind of have energy from their past, or if they're dating you, then, you know, they're also probably trying to get to know somebody else too, if they're trying to find the one. All right. So someone could have someone watching them. Okay. um yeah. So be mindful of that. If you get any surprise pop-ups, or in all this other, and your person says, you know, this is somebody from my past, you know, this is that, you know, act accountable. Like, take it and be mature. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm picking up that that could happen. Okay, you could be out somewhere with your person and they run into someone that they know. Okay, what are you going to do and how are you going to act? Is that going to trigger any type of insecurities within you? Now, we ask questions. Okay, we do ask questions, but we don't, you know, come off as too insecure and too negative. All right. And then the last card, it says the golden mirror, self-observed narcissist on one-sided relationship and love bombing. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, this person could be dating. All right. And if by chance someone is in your ear about this person, they could be saying that this is how this person is. Like, this person isn't no good. You know, they're a narcissist. You make your own decision. Okay. You don't allow somebody to come in and project onto you. Someone, especially if, I mean, if you feel like other than that, everything else is going well. Okay. these outside people, like people be miserable. Okay? People are miserable in these days. And if they can cause somebody else to be miserable because misery loves company, then that's exactly what they're going to do. All right? And you need to understand that. Okay? All right, we're going to pick about, not pick, but we're going to allow about 5 cards to come out. See if we can get a story for you guys. We have the 4 of Swords. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. That's air energy and fire energy. 4 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. That right there just lets me know that somebody is like thinking about their past. Okay. Or you're thinking about the past. Okay. Some of you guys are extra guarded when it comes to this, especially if this person comes off as too fiery or too passionate, you know. And I would say that some people, they do, you know, especially men. Okay. Especially, I would say, and I don't know whether it has anything to do with age. Okay. But when a person knows what they want, a lot of times they'll go for that. Okay. With this Knight of Wands energy. All right. And for some of you guys, you could kind of see that as a turnoff. Okay. So this person could be coming on a little too strong for you. All right. And you're kind of like halting this person, like, slow down, Wody. Okay. Like, like, we got to walk before we run, and we got to crawl before we walk, definitely. Okay. So some of you guys, you may have to, you know, set some boundaries with this person. All right. And let this person know what it is and what it ain't. All right. But I'm seeing that after that, you know, after this person sees, okay, well, at least they're letting me know they're not like running from me after, you know, they see that I'm attracted to them. Okay. This person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. But I'm picking up Cancer energy too. But I just feel this is the energy that comes after, that Chariot energy comes after this person. It could be you as well. Okay. Take it out how it resonates, because this could be, how do you cross watch for a collective read? But someone is a little bit more aggressive than the other person. Okay. I'm not even really seeing what I would consider the collective's energy here. Okay. For some of you guys, this person has been celibate for a while. Okay. Now, if they hadn't been celibate to where they say, okay, I'm celibate, they have been to themselves. Okay. They don't deal with people. They don't, you know, with this 4 of Swords energy, you know, they have a lot of time to themselves to reflect. Okay. A lot of them have had time to reflect on past energies and past situations. Okay. And for some of you, it's like this person, they were involved with someone that told them that you don't show me that you want me. You don't show me that you care. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, this is what the new person is bringing into your connection. They're being like this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's like any ill intent. All right. I just feel like it's like, okay, well, this is what somebody else told me that I need to work on with myself. So let me see how the collective feels about it. Okay. and you are like this. You could be a fire sign too, or you could just be someone who's like, no, that's a red flag for me. Okay. You coming at me like that with that type of energy, that's a red flag, because I done been there, done that. And in the past, I done felt like, or I have believed, y'all, my Ebonics coming out. I have believed that, when you are interested in someone and you want somebody to know that you're interested in them, then you do those type things. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's when you're younger and you don't quite understand that self-love and that patience, and that, things have to grow and things take steps. There's order to anything in life, okay? That's just like anything that grows. You know what I'm saying? You don't put a seed in the ground and then turn around and then the next day you come back and it's a full plant or a tree. There's steps. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? So you're letting this person know. You're setting some boundaries with this person, okay? And it's fine. It's okay. My daughter is calling me, y'all. I'm almost finished anyway. But then with this chariot energy, it's like after that, it's like, okay, we're on the same page. Okay. Um, I I understand. I see 1010. I understand that, you you like me and you desire me, and vice versa. But at the same time, certain things just can't fly. You know what I'm saying? So after you set some boundaries, it's like you're on the same page with this person. You can now move in the same direction. Okay. And it speaks for itself. Okay. The page. No, we already passed that, honey. Honey. The King of Pentacles energy here. All right. Like I always say, this is my investor card. Okay. So once this person sees, okay, the collective is, they're serious and they have respect for themselves. They're a decent person. You might see yourself as more than decent, but this is what they're saying to themselves. That they're a decent person. They're somebody that I can invest in. You know what I'm saying? I see that we're heading in the same direction. We want the same things. You know what I'm saying? So what's next is this. You know what I'm saying? I can invest in this person and even take care. Well, invest and take care. It's the same thing, but this is also the husband card, whether it's male or female. Okay. This is someone who's committed. Okay. This is someone who, yeah, they're ready. They're prepared. Okay. Some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. So that's the energy for the new person in your energy. That's the energy for the new person in your energy. Okay. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel for more collective reads and also other reads, spiritual reads. Y'all know how I get down. Okay. I am Magical Jones. And this is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. And we're trying to hit that 1,000, y'all. Okay. We're trying to hit that 1,000. I got to go in here and cook. I got my eggs on the stove. They're boiling. Hopefully, let me see. Because I got a lot of chat going on. What's going on, y'all? Let's see. Leo V says, hey. Jose Inc. or Hose Inc. I don't know what that language is. It looks Arabic or something. The creator says, don't chase. Right. We don't chase. We attract. Okay. Someone says, I left my sister pregnant. Okay. Someone says, hello from Alabama. Someone says, hello, my Wang. I don't know what that means. Someone says, let me see. Milo Pony says, girl, you pretty. Grown as hell, but I'll accept it. All right. Vontego Smith says, hi. Hello. Taro Sims says, hello from New York. Hello. They also says facts. Roderick says, I'm Taurus and I need to know what's coming for me in the month of December about love and money. Roderick, if you want a personal read, I would be happy to give you one. But at this time, I'm not giving away free readings. He also says hello or hi. The creator is here with the waves, water sign, I'm assuming. Okay. Water signs, please. Yep. Okay. All right, you guys. I will leave my email, okay? My Gmail email in the description. And if you desire a read, okay? I'm not charging an arm and a leg for readings, okay? I'm just not doing it. It's just not that. Like, I'm not trying to get rich off of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going for it myself. So if you want a personal read, I'm going to leave the information in the description box below. Also, if you're a reader, I write books. I'm a writer, okay? I love to write by divine inspiration as well, okay? With that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for trusting me to impart in you some wisdom and some guidance, okay? All right. Let's go.